Hey, welcome to Archives. This is map 11 of Goldeneye 007, and once again James Bond is in a bit of a pickle here. We start the level being interrogated by these two lovely gentlemen here. Now if you pick up the gun there, they will attack on sight, but if you don't pick up the gun, you can run right up to them, dance around them, do whatever you want. Eventually a guard will come in that door if we do nothing, so I am going to make sure that doesn't happen. But here's the trick with this level. We are doing this on 00 agent difficulty. Do not use your gun in the early part of this level. The reason for that is because if you fire your gun in this first part of the level, all the enemies in the level will be alerted to you and they'll all come running towards you. It'll be a mess. The best thing to do is to just use your slappers, be a secret agent for a hot minute, and, you know, go around and take care of the enemies like this, because as you can see, we're not being overwhelmed here. That guard there shooting the boxes there, everything in Goldeneye blows up, so of course that was going to happen. What I find interesting about this level is there's so much redundant space, that there's so much detailing. Look at these little like office cubicles here. You will never need to come to these in the course of this game, and yet here they are, fully detailed, like it's an actual living space. Love it, love it, love it. But yeah, don't use weapons until you've cleared out a lot of these guards. It's just not worth it. I'm just going to wait for this guard to come here, smack him in the face, and then run around the corner here. You can see it's quite peaceful, this level, when you approach it like this. You don't have to worry about like guards running up to you and blowing up boxes and such. It's pretty nice, actually. You get to kind of explore this level, even on 00 agent difficulty, like this. So we want the guards in there to notice us and then come running out. Let's see if he'll actually do the deed. So the thing here is that the guards in this game will not shoot you unless they have a line of sight on you. So unless they can see you, like right in front of them, they will not shoot you through windows and such. And you can use that to your advantage when you're kind of herding all the enemies. He's going to throw a grenade. So he's going to shut that door there. So that guard there just cost him and his friend their lives. Big fan of that. It's important that we clear that room out in particular, because when we go and get Natalya in a little bit, if she gets spooked, that's one of the rooms she can potentially run to. So you can see here, this is the library section of Archives. You'll also notice the windows to the left there. If you wanted to, you could escape through those windows, but given what the objectives are in this level, I don't think we'll be using those ones. We'll probably be using ones on the bottom floor. But yeah, it's very easy in Goldeneye to manipulate the AI once you kind of understand how it works. Just look at all this sprawling space here. I'm kind of surprised that this part here wasn't in the multiplayer version of this level, I have to say. So you'll notice that I've used my gun here, and there's a very simple reason for that, because all the guards will have to come to this very small sort of area here. They will not shoot me across the open balcony there, and again, that's a limitation of Goldeneye, but it's one that we're going to take advantage of here. Because you can see, the guards will just run in front of me endlessly, and all we have to do is stand here and wait for them to come to us. And because we're taking out the guards so easily here, we're not really under any pressure, we're not under any sort of time constraints. We don't want to wake Natalya out of her sort of trap yet, because once Natalya's in the level, she does become a bit of a hazard. She will sort of run in front of you when you're shooting people. She does have a tendency to be a complete nuisance. So you can see, when you come up to the attic here, you can actually look down to that area there. You can actually look right down to the ground floor as well, which is pretty cool. This is a big old space, this. This is probably where they store all the really old stuff. You can see again, the AI in this game will always try to get a proper line of sight on you. So if you can put something between you and the enemies, you'll be fine. You'll never really get overwhelmed. But we're just going to keep looking around the level here, because this level is not particularly long, but there's a lot of details in here that I'm sure a lot of people will not have noticed when they come playing for this, because they'll just be blitzing through the level. And why would you go looking around this level? As you can see, there's some big doors here, which we're going to go in and explore. You can see the design logic with Goldeneye here. Instead of creating levels that are video game levels, these are spaces that kind of feel real. So these are like places that you would probably see if you went to a building like this and it had this purpose. And the reason that they've done that is because it just makes the levels feel that much more real. And it means that when you're kind of wandering around and you see things going on, you know, and you're looking around thinking, well, what's that? What's the purpose of that? Sometimes when you're in a building, it doesn't have a purpose. You can see Natalya here is having real trouble getting past this guard. He's just kind of given up on the spot there. So what happens is when you shoot your gun next to Natalya, she sort of spooks and she'll run off in one of several directions. The problem with that is that if you have guards shooting at you, if you have like bullets flying everywhere, very easy for Natalya to get blown up when the boxes start bursting into flames. See into the nice little courtyard there. That's one of the reasons why I didn't wake Natalya up at the start of this level. Even though we could have done. We could have gone and got Natalya right at the start of the level if we really wanted to. Let's go and look over here. So if you see here, these are the downstairs windows that I was discussing earlier on. We'll probably be escaping through those ones. I do love seeing the light rays come through those windows. Just little details like that that really kind of bring it all together. So we have to talk to Michigan on, I think you have to talk to him on Secret Agent as well. Now the thing is, if you shoot while you're around Michigan, he will immediately pull his gun out and start shooting you. And if you do that, then, you know, it's a bad time for you. If you don't kill all the guards, like we won't be doing in the cheat run for this level, then this room becomes a massive hazard, because the guards like opening the doors, throwing grenades in, like shooting in here. It just becomes a complete mess. So we've got the safe key there, we've got the flight recorder, which is what we wanted. We can leave the level now if we want, but I just want to quickly show the courtyard area off here. So we looked out here when we were on the steps earlier on. You can kind of see the streets level, which we'll be in next. It's not a big expansive area, but again, it just makes this level feel that much more realistic, and you've got to appreciate that approach to level design. So with all of that done, we simply just have to go out of the window here, and Natalya and James escape. Now, between that and the opening of the next level, Natalya gets captured. Don't ask me how, but she does. It's not a particularly difficult mission, that one, even though you start off without any weapons. At the end of the day, it's just about taking your time and making sure that you don't get overwhelmed, because it's easy to get overwhelmed on this level. You can see here that we've killed 37 enemies, you know, but that's not that many. Honestly, there's really not that many guards on this level, but it feels a lot more when you're in cramped spaces and they're throwing grenades at you, let me tell you. So now we're going to do the cheat version of this. Now this is on 00 Agent difficulty here. You've got to run like grease lightning in this one, because you do not have any time to really chill. And what I mean by that is we don't even have time to fight all the guards here. So the reason I've got my slappers out is because I cannot afford for Natalya to get spooked. All I'm doing here is running around, opening doors, slapping my way through the level. And we only have 1 minute 30 seconds, so I'm literally running as fast as I can. The problem with this meeting is that it takes like a good 20 seconds to get done, so it really chews into the time. You can see there was a guard already in here. We've got to make sure that no guards sort of pop their heads in here. They are liable to do that. Do not run away from him either, because it's just time wasting, let's be honest. Okay, so Natalya's in the room with us. This takes so long, and as you'll see in a second, you do not have the time to waste. You literally have to run through this level, out the window. You don't even have time to look at the animation at the end. Because even with all of that what I did there, we only had 4 seconds left before we hit the time limit. So if you want the cheat on this one, you've got to optimize. Optimize, make sure you don't use your guns, slappers, make sure that Natalya is not spooked, and you'll get it done. It's one of the harder ones to learn, this one, because you have to learn not to use your weapons and to sort of evade the enemies as much as possible. But yeah, let me know what you think of Archives. Do you think it's a good level? Do you think it's a bad level? Let me know what you think, and thank you very much for watching.